last night on Sunday Night Football for the world to witness. We saw coaching malpractice. We saw an absolute jabroni, an absolute dummy live. Raheem Morris, Raheem the Dream, and I call him the Dream because he must have been staring at the stars. This man was out to lunch. Raheem Morris is the reason the Atlanta Falcons are not going to the playoffs. Yes, Raheem Morris, a coach that was once fired before, hired a second time to become an NFL coach, still does not know how to control the clock, still does not know how to manage a game as an NFL head coach, and he was hired over Bill Belichick, probably the greatest coach of all time, and probably the greatest clock management coach of all time. Situational football is what allowed Bill Belichick to build his name. Let's break it down. That situation last night where the Falcons got the football with 2 timeouts, only needing a field goal to win the game. Raheem Morris has a rookie quarterback in his second ever start. And this is how he conducts the clock. Let's take a look, people. As we can see, the Falcons begin this potential game-winning drive at their own 19-yard line. They have 40 seconds to work with. And what you can't see on the scoreboard is that the Falcons still have 2 timeouts. Now, the rule of thumb typically is that you want to take 2 timeouts before there is a minute left in the game. But for whatever reason, the Falcons still have 2, which is great in this situation. It's fine. It just allows your rookie quarterback a little bit more time and breathing room to get your offense into field goal range. Now, one of the important things that you must know about a 2-minute situation is how good is your kicker? Now, the Falcons do not have their normal starting kicker in this game. He's injured. Riley Patterson is the kicker in this game for the Atlanta Falcons. And what Raheem Morris should be thinking is, what is Patterson's career long? I'm sure that Morris doesn't even know the answer to this, but luckily I do, because I do my research. Riley Patterson has a career long of 53 yards. You also have to take into account where you're playing, the wind, and all those differences between a situation. It's outdoors. It's in Washington. There's not precipitation. There's no wind, okay, really, that's impacting the kick. So about 53 yards, maybe you could push it to 55, is where you want to aim for. Ultimately, the Falcons give Patterson an attempt from 57 yards. And it probably fell short by about 2 yards in this case. If they would have known where they needed to get to, it might have helped. So that's first thing. Secondly, this is the first down play on the potential game-winning drive. Penix, great throw, great catch, perfect concept. It's near the sidelines. Ideally, Darnell Mooney can get out of bounds on this play, but he pretty much catches the ball and is contacted and tackled immediately. So Mooney gives himself up at his own 45-yard line, likely understanding that his coach has not 1, but 2 timeouts in his pocket to call. When Mooney catches this football and is down on the turf, there is 32 seconds left in the game. And we are seeing an absolute catastrophe across football. We are seeing malpractice in these situations of management every single week in the NFL. And I must say, NFL coaches, if you want to get good at clock management, just play Madden. As somebody that's played Madden for years in competitive franchise leagues, at a fairly decently high level, I may add, I know clock management. Not only because I study the games, watch as many games as possible on television for the NFL, but because of my experience playing Madden, not even being an NFL coach or any level of football coach for that matter. But I know these situations better than Raheem Morris simply because I've played a lot of Madden. And I'm sure if you've played Madden, you would understand this situation. There's 32 seconds. Now, in real life, it takes a little bit longer for these players. Think about how long that pass was. 45-yard line is where Darnell Mooney catches this pass. Remember, the Falcons began this drive at the 19-yard line. These players have run down the field 26 yards, thrown a ball across the field. Mooney is tackled. There's 32 seconds. These players are hurrying. They're running. Penix is hurrying, running. Look at how much time is coming off of the clock. Now they're trying to get situated. What Penix has to do here, not as Tom Brady, not as Peyton Manning, but as a rookie quarterback in his second ever game with the playoffs on the line, on the road, in a hostile environment, he has to communicate to the rest of his offense that he has very little rapport with, very little chemistry with, what the next play call is, what his receivers have to do. He has to make sure that all of these players don't false start, don't line up in an illegal formation, that everybody is ready to go, that he communicates the play. And he manages to do this and snap the football at 17 seconds left in the game. Remember, Darnell Mooney caught the ball and landed on the turf at 32 seconds. You can do the math of how much time that took for the Falcons to get the next playoff at their own 44-yard line. Instead of taking a timeout, Raheem Morris committed malpractice. What use does 2 timeouts have with 17 seconds left in a football game? There's not enough time. 1 timeout is great with 17 seconds left. 2 timeouts is too many, bro. It's really 1 too many, but it's 2 too many, maybe. You look at this. You call a timeout. You have extra time. You've got 32 seconds left. And what happens immediately following this play? He snaps the ball in a rush, in a hurry, because he understands the clock is running because his idiot coach did not call a timeout. So Penix, as a rookie quarterback, is hurried. This rush is coming at him. It's on the road. It's his second ever start. He's got a guy screaming at him. His left tackle's about to get beat. And he soars the pass over his receiver's head. He misses the corner route. Why? I almost guarantee that if Penix had a timeout on that play, if Penix had a timeout on this play with 32 seconds left, he might have even connected on this throw. I think it's very likely that he would have connected on that throw because he would have been composed, he would have been calm, he wouldn't have been likely, frantic. His blood is boiling, the energy's high, people are screaming in the stands. Instead, Raheem Morris commits malpractice. And once that ball drops there, you only have 12 seconds. You're going to call 2 timeouts in 12 seconds, jabroni? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? So ultimately, Raheem Morris does not understand who his kicker is. He does not understand that Riley Patterson has a career long of 53 yards. He does not understand that he has a rookie quarterback at the helm. He does not understand that that rookie quarterback probably has very little chemistry with his players. He does not understand when to call a timeout. He doesn't understand how long it takes an offense to line up and get a play called. He doesn't understand clock management. Why is he an NFL head coach? This guy was selected to be the coach of the Atlanta Falcons over Bill Belichick. Give me a break. The NFL is a joke. Gronk spiked the like button. Let me know your thoughts on this wild situation that happened on Sunday Night Football. There is even more that I could go in with this, but this is happening on a regular basis, and it's honestly infuriating because we are not getting the results that these players deserve because their coaches don't know how to manage the clock. Comment your opinion. It's Mitch. We'll see you next time. Peace.